Alright, getting ready to change the oil in this beast, and just did a couple of searches on the old Googles, try to figure out what kind of oil capacity this thing really does take. It says 6 quarts. Pretty hungry little guy. Also found that this 4.6 puts out, I think, 230 something ish horses and 291 foot-pound of torque. All right, for this oil change, I'm going with STP 5W20. No reason for going for STP other than it was what was on sale. Conventional, high mileage, because that's what I got, high mileage. So that's a 5 quart. I got another extra quart there for the 6 quarts that I need. Pretty easy part number to remember, S2. So my local auto parts store, they had a deal. If you buy STP oil and a filter, I'll go ahead and throw in a free air filter as well. So I thought I might as well change on that while I'm at it. So save myself some money today. That's always good. This looks like a cannon right here. What is this? This is the air filter box. Well, how do you get that off? Does this come off of here? It's got to. You just slip off? What am I doing wrong? There we go. Now what do I do? I'll flip out. Ah, it's got a clamp on it. Mass airflow sensor. Huh. Interesting. I think it's huge. Careful with that. Here's my air filter. Looks like it's product of the USA. That's rare. Looks like it's pretty much brand new. Considering I got this one for free. Made in China. Good grief. Come on, STP. Do better than that. Well, considering it's brand new. Man the torpedoes. Now she's acting like she didn't want to go back together. It came apart. I saw it. Are you on? I'm guessing at this point. This has got to be the goofiest design I've ever seen. What is wrong with you? Can't possibly be operator error, since I've never changed one of these before.
One eternity later.
This has been a huge pain in the neck. I doubt I'll be able to get it back in when it's all in one piece like this. But I had to take it out, throw my weight onto it just to get this clamp to go back on. piece of cake. After 47 distractions from the wife about car seats and locations and whatnot, decided while I was in here installing car seats that I would throw some odor buster in here just to try to get a new car smell in it. Doesn't smell bad in here, just, I don't know. You don't know how many different butts have been sitting in these and how many burritos they've been having, so just taking some precautions there. All right, enough talking about it. I'm gonna finally change the oil in this thing. Just dipstick loose. Come on, little fella, you're on there pretty tight. All right, so I don't know what size the drain plug is on this oil pan, so just grabbed all my wrenches. All right, just trying to get to the oil plug here and trying not to get tetanus at the same time. She's rusty, fellas. All right, why am I so far away from this thing? Okay, that's, there she is. Not really seeing any drips of oil or anything come out of this thing, which is a good sign. So, rear facing sway bar, that's interesting. All right, let's get to that thing, get the oil going. Even though I grabbed all my wrenches, I still didn't have the right one, so I had to get out from underneath the truck again and get it. It's a 16 millimeter, which I don't think I've ever used my 16 millimeter wrench for anything. Let's see how much oil I can get down on the driveway here. All right. Here's where you can tell if someone tightens these down with 3 Ooga Doogas or 4 Ooga Doogas right here. I'd say it was 3 Ooga Doogas. I wonder if no oil's coming out of the cross thread of this thing on here so tight. It's like Alcatraz on here. Oh wait, people escaped Alcatraz, never mind. There we go. That's hot. I hope my little pan here can hold 6 quarts. Just now thought of that. Just getting full, fellas. She ain't slowing down either. What am I gonna do? Oh, there she goes. Well, I think I might make it. That's a lot of oil in this thing. Is that 6 quarts or 12? Gracious. That's a lot of oil that just came out of this thing. Of course, I've never had a vehicle with 6 quarts of oil. So, is that 6 quarts? I don't know. Seems like more to me. Alright, so I got the oil drained. I'm gonna tighten this back down. Just get her tight till you go cross-eyed and you'll be good to go. Alright, that's good. Alright, let's find the oil filter and try to get that off. Alright, so I found the oil filter. She's right there at the front of the car. This looks like a really elaborate splash shield. So my guess is I let that go, it's gonna come down this way, maybe. Well, I managed to lose I hit my one catch tray to the other catch tray and lost about 5 quarts of oil onto the driveway, so that's nice. All right, I am at a standstill because, as you can see, I got my little wrench on there. There is no room to get my hands between the fan and the accessories of the block, and this plastic drip tray will not allow me to get it from the underside. So I need one of these little socket doodads to fit on the end of that to back that out, because it's not going to come off with my little wrench up there. So I'm stuck. This is too big for that one, so I don't have a way to get this oil filter off. Great. I'm gonna have to go to the store and go get one real quick. All right, what feels like 72 hours later. Here is my current. What the? This isn't right. What's going on here? So I put this over the oil filter underneath the truck, and it doesn't fit. It's too big. So I had my wife, who was already in town, take my daughter to track practice. Bought this because this should fit that. Now, what's going on here? That's the exact same size. It's the same size that I've already got. And yes, that fits. God. I think. But this is too big. It's too big for this oil filter. So do they have the wrong oil filter on this thing? Probably. It's just too tight in there. I can't get my little wrench dude on there. That's aggravating. I'm right back where I was about 6 hours ago. Well, I was able to go over to my kind neighbor's house, and he had this oil wrench, which was just the ticket I needed because this swivels. I was able to get some torque on it. Got the oil filter out. It is smaller than the one that this thing apparently calls for, which may be why when I checked the oil when I was test driving this thing, it was reading a little bit over full. Maybe because that oil filter is too small, wasn't letting enough oil down in it, was causing it to be overfilled. I don't know, just guessing, just spitballing here. I'm hoping this actually fits under there, because it's a little bit snug to try to get that oil filter down there. Anyway, this oil change is taking a lot longer than I was anticipating, so once I get this mess cleaned up down here, I'll get this new one on and I'll start throwing some fresh oil back in it. All right, so I got the old one out of there. Make sure you get the oil seal, the rubber ring off of that block. You don't want to go double decker on that. That'll cause you all kinds of problems. So I'm gonna get this new oil filter ready to go, stick up in here, and see if this other one fits, because this one is definitely smaller than what it's calling for on the Google machine. Alright, so there's my one I just took off. Here's my new one. It's got the same size rubber ring, it's just a much bigger canister. I don't know. It's pretty wild. All right, the new one's in there. It fit. Kind of was acting weird, like it didn't want to thread at first, but it's on there now, so we'll get it tightened down. All right, the oil plug is, don't mind my 16 quarts of oil on the ground. The oil pan plug is back in. That is tightened down securely. Now it's just time to throw the juice back in it. All right, ready to throw the oil back in. I managed to get the world's smallest funnel. Be able to pour this in. This is calling for 6 quarts. So of course I got the 5-quart jug here. Just gonna slowly add this in, see how many I can lose outside this tiny little funnel. And then before I put the 6-quart in, I'll check her out, make sure I'm not at a weird overfull or whatever. Tell you what, bugs pick the perfect time to land on you. Skeeters. I like to stop every now and again and look underneath the truck, make sure nothing's pouring out the bottom. Just sending the oil straight through to the bottom. All right, 5 down the hatch. Let's check the dipstick and see where I'm at. The dipstick is reading about 1 quart low, so we're at about 6 quarts, so let's keep her rolling. All right, that's topped off. She's reading right on the max spill line. So that's good news. Now what I'm gonna do is start the truck and get the oil cycle through the engine, and then shut her down real quick, and then make sure there's no major springage of leaks underneath the car or anything, and then check the dipstick again. All right, let's let you hear this bad boy fire up, all 232 horsepower.
Wow, you're so dominant.
Well, there you have it. Introducing the 2003 Ford Expedition. Haven't quite got a nickname for this one yet. Just brought her home, changed the oil in it, got her set up for the wife to be able to haul the kids around, serve the purpose for which we got it. So appreciate you guys sticking around watching this. If you're so inclined, hit that subscribe button. There's my new puppy. If you're so inclined, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. God bless.